Hello, this is just a very quick little video on how to set up a Skype call. So I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to type in Skype Web Conference. And it's going to bring me, so the first thing I get here is this one here is what I'm looking for. So free conference call, so organize conference calls on Skype. So this is the web address that you're looking for. So skype.com/en, which is for English, I think, and then free conference call. So that's what you need to type in directly, or you can Google it. And then you're going to say create a free meeting to start a meeting with your class. So after you've clicked on that button, it's going to give you options, and the two options are: do you want to use, well, you can start call, but do you want to use your Gmail or your Outlook? So share an invite, so you want to invite people to the call. So we're going to use Outlook because we all have Microsoft Outlook. So it's going to open my Outlook account. So here I am, and I can invite somebody. So if you have a class list, so I can type 20 here, and I have my MG group or my ME group, the whole bunch of groups here. But I'm just going to invite one person here. So I'm going to invite Biffy Film 2016. So this is me inviting basically myself into a call. So I'm going to press send, and you can amend this email if you want. You can add in additional information. So you could say, so when I'm emailing the students, I normally say the time I'm going to call them at. So I'll say, link for 10:30 on Monday, or whatever is appropriate for when you're going to meet them. I've had a few classes now on Skype, and we've had more than one teacher in, which is always good. I've also found having them short is much better than having long classes. So having a half-hour class, letting the students do a bit of work, and then calling them back for another half hour, maybe an hour later, is much more beneficial than trying to sit online for an hour. It depends on your content, obviously. So once you have your email addresses in, you just hit send. So I'm going to hit send here. Now I can start my call, and now I can open Skype, which is if you want to record the call, so you have a document of the class, you can you have to download the application, but there's no need to do that. I'm not going to do that in this session here, but if you did want to have more functionality, you can download Skype, and then once it's installed, it's very straightforward as well. It's very similar to what we're about to do. So I'm going to hit cancel here, and it's going to run it in my browser and go join as guest. Now it asks you to put in your name, so I'm going to type in Noel, and I encourage the students to put in their real name so you know who's online, and hit join. So after I've hit join, it's going to bring me to this page here, which is effectively the call, but I can't see anything. So this is sort of the history of the call, and you'll get this at the end, so you can look back on this page. So you can see if, for example, people didn't use their real name, you can actually have a look down at who logged in, and what time they logged in at. If you shared a document, or if you had a camera turned on or turned off, you'll see it here. So I'm going to go start call, and then I can turn on my webcam, and here I am, so in my sitting room. I'm not going to turn on my microphone now because I'll get a sound loop, because I'll have two microphones into one computer. So I'm just set up now. I haven't actually entered the call. So it says you're the only person on the call, so I can go start call, and now I'm in. So this is what the Skype call will look like. So it's not beautiful quality, but that's neither here nor there. If I had more than one person on the call, I would have a button down here which would say share screen, and when you click on share screen, it shows whatever's here. So if I had Microsoft Word open, or if I had my browser open with a document in OneDrive, etc. on it, that's what the students would see. So you can decide to share your screen rather than just your video feed. And there's not much more to it than that. You can press this red button here to end the call, and then the session is over. You can at any point turn off your camera. So if there's a student who has low bandwidth, or if they're calling in from a 4G phone and they don't want to spend money on data, you can just use their voice and not worry about or try not to worry about that. Also, as people call in, you'll see their icons appear across the top of the screen. I'm sure we'll see more and more of these, and this video will seem totally redundant in a week or two when everyone's used to this. But so that's how you set up a Skype call, and you can see your students, and it's quite straightforward and quite easy, and hopefully that's helpful.